Hello?
What's up, bro?
Hey, how you doing, bro?
How you holding up, man?
I'm doing well, man, all things considered. How about
That's
you?
I'm good, bro. I'm hanging in there, man. Can't
What's your name?
complain. My name Nice. Nice.
Okay. Nice, okay. Nice.
Oh,
Scott?
yeah. Nice to meet you, Scott. Introduce yourself to
You
the
too,
people
bro.
for me, man.
What's up?
Introduce yourself to the people for me.
My name's Scott Moore. I'm from Granite City, Illinois. I've been incarcerated 17 years now.
Okay. How old are you?
I am 40, that's a great question. 48.
Okay. And what's your ID number again?
S12310.
Welcome to the show. Chop it up with Nice, bro. You hear me? And you say you've been gone 17 years?
Yeah, almost 17 years, yep.
Right. The day you got arrested, what did they accuse you of?
First degree murder and armed robbery.
Right. How was you feeling that day? Like, you was feeling bad or good?
That day I was kind of in the middle of my addiction at the time, so I was just kind of, I was just trying to get high and numb myself from reality and what was going on in my life at that particular point in time. I was just running from it instead of facing it down.
Right. Okay. You said you got charged with what?
Armed robbery and first degree murder.
Okay. Uh, how did the police handle you, like, doing your arrest?
Was arrested by the St. Louis Major Case Squad. All things considered, it wasn't too bad. It could have went south real quick. There was a lot of police, a lot of detectives, a lot of people on the scene whenever they caught me walking through the block.
So you was
So I
you was in St. Louis at the time?
no, Granite City,
Okay.
which is right across the river from St. Louis.
Okay. Okay. I get you. And you say it
But
just was a lot on right there around you, swarming you, looking for you, type.
yeah, they were around my house. So whenever I was walking home that night, it was like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. They popped out everywhere at that point, and kind of had me surrounded. And so I just, you know,
Right.
discretion was the better part of valor. So I just went in later on down, and they cuffed me up, took me to the station.
And you say you got locked up at your house. They came to your house.
Yeah, it was close to my house. It was on the same block.
Okay. Do you regret your actions?
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
not a day goes by I don't think about the ripple effects that I've sent through not only my own family, but the family of the person who lost their life as well.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Did the police read you your rights?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they took me to it was probably about a 4-hour interrogation.
Okay.
Uh, yeah.
And what was your neighborhood like before you left, though?
Uh, it was kind of lower. It was kind of like working class. It was a blend. It was predominantly probably a white neighborhood for most of my life, but it was starting to get a lot more families of and people of color moving in around the area.
Right.
There was there was some typical petty crimes going on and stuff around the block, but nothing too hot.
Okay. Now, have you been talking to any one of your friends, your loved ones, since you've been incarcerated?
Oh yeah, I got a great support system out there.
Okay, that's good, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good. How do the CEOs treat you? You know.
Well, I've only been in Sheridan for about 7 months now. I did the majority of my bid so far at Stateville.
Okay.
Um, so it's definitely a different world. Stateville, guys, CEOs know you're not going anywhere, so that they're kind of a little more comfortable working around you. Plus, there's a lot of guys who have long-term sentences, for a lot of times for violent crimes, so they're kind of more accustomed to like how to handle, how to move. Whereas the CEOs here, it almost feels like sometimes they don't know how to interact with guys who have a lot of time or have some serious cases. Like they expect you to be what your case says that you are, like this violent individual or somebody who's going to lash out or be
Right.
confrontational.
Right.
And so when you don't show them that, it's like it kind of messes with their mind. Like they don't even know how to kind of process that or react to it.
Could they expecting you to be a certain way?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay,
It's
I
like
get
they're
you.
just, yeah.
What type of food they be feeding y'all in now?
I mean, all the menu's not bad. You know, it's the typical kind of prison stuff. I'm sure you're familiar
Right.
with, but it's not the portions aren't very big. Food's flavor wise is all right. It's just portions are very small.
See, me personally, I never been to prison or none of that. So it's just like, far as I started the podcast, like just to get a better understanding, like what's going on in there, far as for the youth out here thinking it's cool to get locked up. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
yeah, no, this ain't the place to
if
be,
you got a
man.
message, if you got a message like to share to the youth, what would that be?
Man, I would tell the youth that whatever issues you're going through in life, like try to find somebody to be able to talk to, be able to help, somebody you can trust, so you can process through any kind of trauma or addiction or mental health issues that you're having. Like, never be afraid to seek out help for your problems, because at the end of the day, that stuff, if you push it down, you bury it, it's going to manifest itself in other ways through drug use or violence or lashing out. And once you get caught up in the system like this, man, it's hard to get out of it, because the system does not want to let you go. They're going to stack the deck against you, and you get caught in that cycle, just keep coming back over and over and over again, and before you know it, this is your life. Whether it's one long bit or whether it's a bunch of little ones broken up,
Hmm.
like this place is dehumanizing. It will not value you as a individual or a human being, and it'll chop you up and spit you out, man. So just don't be afraid to try to get help for anything that you're facing out there.
Appreciate you sharing that, bro. How
Yeah,
did
no problem, man.
the violence affect you in your hood as a kid? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of typical kind of teenage stuff. A lot of back when I grew up in the 80s and 90s, it was more like we handled the problems just by going and meeting up and fighting about fist fights. There wasn't a lot of guns and knives and stuff introduced every once in a while, but usually after everybody fought it out for a little while, things kind of calmed down and smoothed out. And
Hmm.
there were surrounding neighborhoods, like the closer you got towards St. Louis, yeah, that were a little different. You know what I mean? That obviously there was more gang activity in those places. There wasn't a lot of gang activity like in the streets where I grew up, but I was
Okay.
familiar with it because I was kind of like adjacent to it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay. Uh,
um,
describe your school experience as a kid.
my school, you said?
Yes. Describe your school experience as a kid.
I didn't apply myself in school. I felt like school was kind of in the way. Like, don't get me wrong, I paid attention in class, like I knew what was going on, but like
Hmm.
I just had the attitude of, man, I got stuff I need to do outside of this place, so I didn't do any homework. Like, I would pass the test, and that's how I was able to get by and graduate, because I knew the
Right.
material, but I just didn't take it seriously. Like, I just and I didn't try to apply it to my life. It was like somebody just taught me something, and I just took it at face value as that's what it was. And I never like thought about, well, how does this actually apply to me and my lived experience? You know what I'm saying? So
Uh-huh.
I just didn't appreciate it, didn't value it like I should have, for sure.
But you say you graduated though.
I did. I barely by the skin of my teeth. Yeah, but I graduated.
That's
Yeah,
what's up,
back in
man.
'95.
It don't matter how you did it, as long as you did it, bro.
Yeah, well, since I've been locked up, I was able to earn my master's degree.
Okay.
So I was able to go back to higher education, and I looked at it completely differently. 20 years after my graduation from high school, I actually applied myself and really started using the material not only to help myself and understand myself, but to help others understand how trauma works, how addiction works, how generational family dysfunction works, and just try to learn what they taught me and apply it to my life in a way that's helped me to heal and put me in positions to help others. So I'm grateful
Right.
for that.
How can you describe the police when you was a kid? Like,
I didn't have a lot of interaction with them. My brother was 10 years older than me. He
hmm.
was always in and out of trouble. So most of my experience with the police was through them looking for him or chasing him or
Okay.
arresting him. But I don't know. As a kid, I just kind of thought like, oh, the police are, whatever they say is right, and that they're all good guys and or women, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I just looked at them through rose-colored glasses, I guess. Not to say that all police are bad or anything like that. However, I I didn't think
Yeah.
it was possible that there could be a police officer who was corrupt or bad or had ill intentions or was prejudiced or racist. You know what I mean? I didn't understand it at the time. I didn't
Right.
have that
You
experience.
was a kid. Right. I
Right.
get you. What were some of the things you were doing before you caught this case?
I was working in telecommunications. I actually had a decent job out there. I was a really family man. Married, had 3 kids.
Okay.
Liked to
Congratulations.
play
That's what's up,
sports.
man.
Yeah, I had a good circle, good life, but I had a lot of unresolved issues, which ultimately
Is you
kind
still
of
married
caught
right
up
now?
with me. No, we've been divorced for about 10 years, but we're closer than ever because
Okay, that's good.
we've actually been able to like just lay all the cards on the table and really get everything out there that we just weren't able to do for whatever reason when
What
we were
about
out there
your
in the streets
kids? You got
together.
any kids back home?
I do. I got my oldest son is 30, my youngest son's 26, and my niece, who is like a daughter to me, is 24. So
Okay. What
I got
about your?
grandkids at this point too. So
You got grandkids now?
yeah,
Okay,
I
that's
got 3
good, man.
grandkids. Yeah.
So you sound like a little pawpaw now,
Yeah, man.
huh?
Officially an old man, I guess, at this point, right?
That's what's up. And you say your mom and dad involved with you as far as right now since you doing this hard time? They involved, right?
uh, my my mom passed away in 2018. She was very involved until she passed. My dad's
Okay.
still around. He's almost
Okay.
80, but he's been pretty consistent rock for me throughout my entire bit. So
That's
I'm
what's up,
grateful for
bro.
that.
If there's anything like you like to share to them since we on the interview right now, as far as with your wife back home, your kids, your father, you know what I'm saying, your loved ones, would you like to share a little message to them in case they hear the interview?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate the opportunity. Just just tell them I love you guys, man. You know that the road we've been down. You know all the ups and downs and the pain and trauma that's been caused, but also the healing that's come from it. And I just appreciate all of your love, all your support. And I'm always here for you guys any way that you need me to be, and you guys know that. So thank you so much.
Appreciate you for sharing that, bro. And
Appreciate you, man.
how you think like your incarceration affected your kids and family like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a great question, man. My oldest son, he still struggles with it. He was the oldest when I got locked up, so he was very
Uh-huh.
close to it. So he got to keep it at arm's length sometimes. So
Okay.
it's still difficult for him to process it. My 2 youngest, man, we've been able since I got locked up to be able to really have honest, open conversations to where they've
Uh-huh.
been able to share their feelings and how they. And I encourage that. Like, you know what I mean?
For sure.
I'm here for that. If you're feeling like you're pissed at me because I'm not there and this and that, then by all means vent. Don't hold that shit in, man. That stuff will eat you alive. So
For sure.
for the most part, they've been able to kind of really heal and grow in ways that I never would have expected given the situation with me not being able to be there. But
Mhm.
because we've been able to communicate so often and be so open and honest, relationships kind of thrive.
Right. That's what's up, bro. That far as like they involved with you talking to them and all this and that, bro. That's what's up, bro. How does you feel about the criminal justice system right now?
It's broke. It's an understatement. It's not designed to rehabilitate, to restore, to transform for the most part. I mean, it's in Illinois anyway. I'll speak for that. This is the only place, obviously, I've been incarcerated. But it's
Right.
not. The system is just once you get in it, you
Hard to
get
get out of
lost.
it.
And yeah, even though they say it's to be rehabilitated, like there's very few opportunities for people to honestly get education or to get the type of help that will actually change their patterns of living and the way they kind of interact and handle things. So the system is like there's no opportunities, there's no parole, there's nothing. Like no matter what you do, especially if you have a long sentence, it's like, well, you're just stuck, you're just locked up. And it's like
Right.
they want to say you're the person that you were 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, whenever you can stay out of trouble and put in the work and get education and do all these things. And even then they're like, oh well, no, your crime was just too much. And it's like, where's the justice in that? Like, this is one of the few states there's just no opportunity for parole. There's no opportunity to show that you're changed and you're not that individual anymore, and that you can actually get out and help those who kind of are going down the same path that you went down in your life whenever you were younger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, it's just broke. That's probably the best way I can describe it. It's just completely broken. And
Okay.
there are. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm listening to you. You got something to say?
No, I'm saying there are programs and like school stuff that's slowly but surely starting to take off in Illinois. But even then, now the threat of the Pell Grants being cut and funding like that, it's kind of like that stuff can be pulled out from underneath you, right when you're finally getting the opportunity to change your life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So going through all that, like, you feel me? Going to jail, like cell to cell. Have you ever, like, learned from your mistakes?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like I said, the education I've had, the experiences I've had since I've been locked up, I've been able to connect the dots in my life and see why I acted certain ways or would react in certain ways when confronted with, any kind of conflict or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that led to my addiction, right? And the things that I need to do on a daily basis to not fall back into that trap and not go down that line of thinking that led me to making the choices that were so destructive in my past.
So what's some of the things you want to do if you ever get out?
Well, right now I'm actually a paid adjunct professor. I'm an employee for Lewis University. I'm teaching.
Okay.
Through the program.
So you're a teacher.
Yeah, an adjunct professor for Lewis University. It's been an amazing experience. I'm one of only like 6 people in the entire country to ever be able to be an adjunct professor, an employee of a university, and teach incarcerated students. And I've had the opportunity while incarcerated to teach outside students on campus at North Park University via Zoom. So I just want to keep going down that road of teaching, helping people, whether it's an actual teaching role or as a counselor or as a mentor. It's just to pass on what
you love teaching,
the opportunities and the gifts that have been given to me. Yeah, I love helping people. I love the moment where people can actually get that aha moment where it sinks in, like, oh, okay, wow, now I get it. Whether that's something in the classroom or that's something in their life. Like, it's just those moments where you can actually see somebody finally understand some of the information they're given or why they made the choices that they made, and they're able to, like, grow and move forward from that moment on,
Right. So what's one of the craziest things you saw by being in prison? Like, you feel me?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen,
remaining.
When I was in Stateville, saw a guy come back from a visit and climb up to the top of the gallery on the outside of the bars and, jump off and commit suicide. I've seen, so
right.
There's all that stereotypical prison fights, and I don't know. It's just,
I feel you.
I guess you get desensitized to a certain point, but I heard we got a minute left here.
Yeah, we only got a minute left, bro. Nice chop it up with you on Chop It Up with Nice. Welcome to the show, bro. Hopefully in the future I'll catch you. You know what I'm saying? We can chop it up again, bro. Nice to meet you. And I hope you have a good day, bro.
Yeah, you too, brother. God bless.
Likewise.
All right, later, man.